I enjoy watching Urbex videos. A YouTuber from Spain uploaded a video where this thing appeared in a house from Alsace, France. She didn't know what it was or what it does, and no one in the comments mentioned it either. I am curious though, as I have no idea what this could be used for. Does anyone know what it's been used for or have any other information on it? Because I'm super curious. It's a 19th century French portable heater, used for a carriage or sleigh ride, in church, or simply in a cold corner at home. The mesh cage inside was meant to hold charcoal blocks, which burned to give heat, and could be regulated by opening and closing the vent in the lid. This could be placed under the feet or on your lap, and it is complete with a wooden handle, making it convenient for carrying. These were manufactured by a Lyon, France manufacturer, Giraudon et Montet. I was able to determine they were issued a French license or patent in January 1865, presumably for these heaters they are most known by. What are these two flattish objects shaped like roses in a box, found in an Australian op shop? The material is quite light and feels plastic, and each object is probably about 40 grams in weight, so I doubt it's a paperweight. The backs of the roses have protective felt dots on them, as if to prevent them from scratching a surface. Each rose is about 6 centimeters wide and 8 centimeters high. The box is custom for the items, which makes this weirder for me because the items don't seem all that precious. Google was not at all helpful for me. Guesses or clues would be greatly appreciated. These are Coffin keepsake accessories. You put one in the coffin and keep one. My grandparents did this when their son died. One went onto his coffin and the other went onto their wall. These were manufactured by Key Industries in Wetherill Park in Sydney. The company was founded in 1967. What is this rounded glass found underground at a construction site in Orange County, Southern California? It is roughly spherical, about the size of a tennis ball, with the letters Ming found on the broken off base. If anyone recognizes it, I would like to know. It's part of a CD-196 Hemingway tramp glass insulator, made in the 1910s by the Hemingway Glass Company in Muncie, Indiana, and used primarily on telegraph and telephone lines. CD stands for Consolidated Design, and the numbering system is used by insulator collectors to classify different shapes and styles. Tramp insulators are believed to have been made using leftover or reused molds, giving them a lopsided or sloppy appearance, hence the name, suggesting something wandering or inconsistent. What is this Tiffany & Co. Sterling spoon, bought at a thrift shop? It looks like a scooper, around 60 grams, it's very deep for a spoon, and has a pike-like end opposite the handle side of the bowl of the spoon. I'm trying to figure out what kind of utensil it is. Any idea, please? It's a Tiffany & Co. Sterling silver cocktail jigger. It is in the Cordis pattern, probably dating from the 50s or 60s, as the Cordis pattern was created in 1958. The jigger has 2 lines inside the cup for measuring 1 or 2 shots. The piece rests on top of a glass, and you pour the booze in the cup and tip it into the glass. What is this 16-inch transcription vinyl record, wired like a coil? I'm in the process of clearing out my parents' lifelong home after they passed away. We moved there in 1972. My dad has a huge vinyl record collection, mostly classical stuff, which I'm told has little to no value overall. But in his collection are about a dozen transcription vinyl, or transcription records, which are all vinyl records 16 inches in diameter. Among several of these 16-inch records is this thing. It is red vinyl, like shown in this eBay auction. But this one had grooves cut into it like a pizza pie with 15 slices, and this thin cloth-insulated wire wrapped all around the record. At first, it looks like an antenna of some kind, but no antenna I've ever seen. I'm really curious what this could be. Thanks. This isn't actually an antenna, but a flat basket weave inductor. It's used because of low self-capacitance, which at these low frequencies becomes non-trivial and affects the performance of the receiver. It's used to help tune the radio to a specific frequency band. This kind of basket weave inductor was popular in the pre-World War II era for long-wave radio building. It was probably for a long-wave receiving converter to let a common AM band radio tune the entire long-wave spectrum. It's old and it's cool. Why not frame it and invite guests to guess what it is? It would be a shame to trash something that someone spent so much time winding. What is the purpose of this old tool? Found at an old antique shop with a bunch of other old-timey tools. The shop owner had no idea what it was, and neither do I. It's a weird little contraption mounted on a piece of wood, and the jaws are ribbed and close on an angle with a long handle. Approximately 9.5 by 4.5 inches, with no numbers or any markings. I'm curious as to what this is. Any ideas? It's an antique nutcracker. It uses lever pressure to crack nuts efficiently without crushing the kernel inside. My dad has one. He loves bringing it out after dinner with a bowl of mixed nuts. It was patented on September 6, 1853 by Philos Blake of New Haven, Connecticut. What is this piece of equipment that my grandfather found many years ago? It is stamped E.C. Stearns & Company, and it looks like it could be some type of old pipe bender maybe. Someone suggested a nail puller, or a lever of some kind. Any help would be amazing. It's an antique Stearns flooring clamp tool, used to press floorboards together. Here it is in the 1924 catalog. It was manufactured by E.C. Stearns & Company in Syracuse, New York. What is this strange plastic item? It has a lot of odd dirt stuff inside, though it was sealed up when I found it. This was in some open high desert space near a housing development. It unscrews, and there is a long plastic rod that goes through the detachable part into the lid. I have not been able to find any clues online as to what function this may serve. There are no letters, numbers, or identifying marks, and the length is approximately 5 inches, and it is about 3/4 of an inch wide at the largest point. Any thoughts? It's a foam contraceptive applicator from the 80s. It was somewhat reusable as it came with a large bottle of foam that you loaded it up with. It is inserted into the vagina before sexual intercourse. It destroys sperm before they reach the uterus, preventing pregnancy. What is this cylindrical object of unknown metal found in the Museum of Things in Berlin by my mother? It has an outlet on one side and at least 2 metal pins on the other. Apparently, there was no description indicating what it is, and a search with Google Lens hints to a vintage Nap Monarch toaster. But honestly, this toaster looks slightly different to me, although they have some things in common. So we're not sure if that's it. What do you think this might be? Please tell us down in the comments. Thanks for watching. Let's make life fun.